Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, unsure which way to go, and realize that the road you must take is one no one else seems to be walking? This is the essence of walking alone. It's a journey that requires courage, strength, and determination, but it's also the journey that leads to greatness. Walking alone is often misunderstood as isolation, but in truth, it is one of the most transformative experiences a person can have. Solitude, when embraced with the right mindset, becomes a powerful tool for growth. It is in these quiet, solitary moments that we begin to discover who we truly are, beyond the noise of societal expectations and the influences of those around us. When we walk alone, we are forced to confront ourselves, our thoughts, our fears, and our dreams. This confrontation can be uncomfortable, even unsettling, but it is necessary. Growth often begins in discomfort. In solitude, there is no one to distract us or validate us. And in the absence of external opinions, we learn to listen to our inner voice. That voice, often drowned out by the world, holds the truth about our purpose and potential. It's in this space of introspection that clarity begins to emerge. Walking alone provides the opportunity for self-reflection. It allows us to assess where we are in life, where we want to go, and what steps are necessary to get there. This reflection isn't always easy. It requires honesty and a willingness to face our shortcomings and limitations. But this process is liberating because it gives us the power to take ownership of our lives. We stop blaming others or external circumstances for our situations and start focusing on what we can control. One of the most profound aspects of walking alone is the realization that we are capable of more than we ever imagined. When there's no one to lean on, we discover the depth of our resilience and resourcefulness. Challenges that seem insurmountable become manageable, and each small victory builds confidence. This newfound confidence doesn't come from external validation, but from within, making it unshakable. Solitude also fosters creativity. When we are alone, we have the mental space to dream, to explore ideas, and to think outside the box. Many of the world's greatest innovations and breakthroughs were born in moments of solitude. It's in these moments that we can tap into our imagination and connect with our passions. Walking alone allows us to disconnect from the distractions of the world and connect with our purpose. Beyond personal growth, walking alone teaches us the value of authenticity. When we learn to stand on our own, we no longer feel the need to conform to others' expectations. We become comfortable with who we are, flaws and all, and this authenticity becomes a source of strength. It's not about being perfect, but about being real. And that realness is what draws the right people, opportunities, and experiences into our lives. Embracing solitude is not about being alone forever. It's about using the time alone to grow into the person we are meant to be. When we walk alone, we prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. We become stronger, wiser, and more confident, ready to face the world not as someone trying to fit in, but as someone destined to stand out. Walking alone requires an immense amount of courage, particularly in a world that often values conformity over individuality. To embrace your own path, to step away from the crowd and pursue what resonates with your soul is not for the faint-hearted. It demands bravery to stand firm in your identity and your beliefs, even when others don't understand or support your choices. However, it is this very act of walking alone that cultivates true individuality and unlocks the potential for extraordinary achievements. Courage in individuality begins with a deep awareness of who you are. This awareness often challenges you to question the norms and expectations placed upon you by society, family, or peers. It forces you to examine whether the life you are living aligns with your values, dreams, and purpose. The decision to walk away from what is familiar or socially acceptable is not easy. Fear of judgment, rejection, or failure often looms large. Yet, those who dare to break away from the crowd realize that the cost of staying where they don't belong is far greater than the risk of stepping out on their own. When you walk alone, you are forced to trust yourself in ways you may never have imagined. There are no guarantees, no clear roadmaps, and often no one to reassure you. This uncertainty can be daunting, but it is also where true courage is forged. You learn to rely on your intuition, make decisions without external validation, and take responsibility for the outcomes, whether they lead to success or failure. Each step you take reinforces your belief in your ability to navigate life on your terms, even when the path ahead is unclear. Individuality is not about being different for the sake of it. It's about being authentic. It's about honoring your unique talents, passions, and perspectives, even if they don't align with societal norms. This authenticity often sets you apart, but it also sets you free. When you have the courage to be unapologetically yourself, you attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that are truly meant for you. You no longer feel the need to compromise your identity to fit into spaces that weren't designed for you in the first place. The journey of walking alone and embracing your individuality is also a powerful form of leadership. True leaders are those who dare to go first, to chart a new course, and to inspire others to do the same. They are not afraid to stand alone in their convictions, knowing that their courage will eventually draw others who share their vision. By walking alone, you become a trailblazer, a person who paves the way for others to follow. Courage's individuality is about choosing purpose over popularity. It's about recognizing that your uniqueness is not a weakness, but a strength. The world needs people who are bold enough to stand apart, to challenge the status quo, and to bring new perspectives and ideas to life. Walking alone may be challenging, but it is also the most authentic way to live, grow, and leave a meaningful impact on the world. Breaking away from the crowd is one of the most defining moments in a person's life. It is a bold decision to step out of the comfort zone, away from the safety of group thinking, and into the uncertainty of forging your own path. This act requires not only courage, but also a deep conviction that the pursuit of your unique vision is worth the challenges that come with standing apart. It is in this space, outside the crowd, where growth, innovation, and self-realization truly occur. In many ways, the crowd represents comfort. Being part of it offers a sense of belonging and acceptance, but this comfort often comes at a cost. The crowd demands conformity, a quiet surrender of individuality, and a willingness to follow rather than lead. For those with dreams, ambitions, or perspectives that don't fit the mold, remaining in the crowd becomes suffocating. Breaking away is a declaration that you are unwilling to compromise your potential for the fleeting security of blending in. This decision, however, is rarely easy. The fear of judgment and rejection can be paralyzing. The crowd often resists those who choose to leave, labeling them as outcasts or rebels. Yet those who break away understand that staying true to themselves matters more than the opinions of others. They recognize that innovation and progress only happen when someone is brave enough to think differently and act accordingly. Every groundbreaking idea, every revolutionary leader, and every transformative movement began with an individual willing to walk away from the collective norms and embrace their own vision. Breaking away from the crowd is not an act of defiance for its own sake. It is an act of purpose. It is driven by the realization that the life you want to live, the dreams you want to achieve, and the impact you want to make require a different approach. Walking away from the crowd allows you to focus on your own values, goals, and priorities without the distractions of societal expectations. It creates the mental and emotional space needed to cultivate clarity, creativity, and resilience. This journey often feels lonely at first, but it is also profoundly empowering. When you break away from the crowd, you begin to build confidence in your ability to navigate life independently. You learn to trust your instincts and make decisions based on your own understanding of what is right for you. Each step forward reinforces your belief in your own capabilities, and this, over time, breaking away from the crowd not only transforms your own life, but also inspires others to do the same. Your willingness to stand apart and follow your path can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to embrace their uniqueness and pursue their dreams. True change, whether on a personal or societal level, begins with individuals who dare to be different. Breaking away from the crowd is about choosing authenticity over approval. It's about living a life that reflects who you truly are, rather than what others expect you to be. While it may be challenging, it is also liberating, rewarding, and deeply fulfilling. It is the first step toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Strength in solitude is one of the most underrated qualities a person can develop. In a world that often emphasizes social connections and constant interaction, the idea of being alone is sometimes misunderstood as loneliness or weakness. However, solitude is far from an empty void. It is a powerful space where resilience, clarity, and personal strength are cultivated. Those who embrace solitude discover an inner fortitude that no external support can replicate. In solitude, there are no distractions, no competing voices, and no external pressures. This absence of noise allows you to focus entirely on yourself. It is in this quiet space that you begin to confront your true self, your fears, doubts, strengths, and aspirations. These moments of self-reflection are not always comfortable. They require you to face the parts of yourself that you might otherwise ignore. Yet, this process is essential for growth. Strength in solitude is built through this honest evaluation of who you are and who you want to become. Being alone teaches self-reliance, Without the constant validation or guidance of others, you are forced to trust your instincts and make decisions independently. This reliance on your own judgment strengthens your confidence and sharpens your problem-solving skills. You begin to realize that you are capable of handling challenges on your own, and each victory, no matter how small, reinforces your sense of self. This kind of strength is invaluable because it comes from within and cannot be easily shaken by external circumstances. Solitude also provides the time and space necessary for deep focus and creativity. Many of history's greatest achievements and breakthroughs were the result of individuals working alone, free from interruptions and outside influences. When you are alone, you have the freedom to explore your ideas, experiment, and think deeply. This mental space allows you to connect with your passions and purpose, leading to innovations and insights that might never have surfaced in a crowded or noisy environment. Solitude builds emotional resilience. When you spend time alone, you learn how to process your emotions without relying on others for distraction or comfort. This ability to sit with your feelings, understand them, and move through them strengthens your emotional intelligence and stability. Over time, you become less dependent on external factors for your happiness or peace of mind. This emotional independence is a cornerstone of true strength because it equips you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Far from being a state of isolation, solitude can also be a time of connection. Connection to your deeper self, to nature, or even to a higher power. In solitude, you can rediscover what truly matters to you and realign your life with your core values. This sense of alignment brings a profound sense of peace and purpose, reinforcing your inner strength. Strength in solitude is about understanding that being alone is not a weakness but an opportunity. It is a chance to grow, to recharge, and to build a foundation of self-reliance and resilience. Those who learn to embrace solitude emerge from it not only stronger, but also more confident, focused, and ready to face the world on their own terms. The power of focus is one of the most transformative benefits of walking alone. In a world filled with constant distractions, where demands for attention come from every corner, social media, work obligations, societal expectations, finding focus can feel almost impossible. Walking alone, however, creates a unique environment where distractions fade away, leaving room for clarity, purpose, and the ability to concentrate on what truly matters. It is this focused energy that drives success, fuels creativity, and enables you to accomplish what many others cannot. When you are alone, there is no one to compete for your attention. This absence of external noise creates a mental space where you can zero in on your priorities. Walking alone forces you to confront your goals without interference, giving you the opportunity to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What do I truly want to achieve? These moments of solitude, without the influence of others' opinions or the pressure to conform, you can identify what aligns with your values and direct your energy accordingly. Focus is not just about knowing what to do, it's about having the discipline to do it consistently. Solitude allows you to build this discipline. Without the constant chatter and influence of the crowd, you are free to develop routines and habits that support your goals. You learn how to structure your time effectively and to work diligently without being sidetracked. This concentrated effort leads to deeper progress in your pursuits because your energy is no longer scattered across countless competing priorities. But walking alone also sharpens your ability to set boundaries. In solitude, you learn to protect your focus from unnecessary distractions and demands. You become more mindful of how you spend your time and with whom you share your energy. This ability to say no to distractions is a critical aspect of focus. It ensures that your attention is reserved for the tasks, projects, and relationships that align with your vision and contribute to your growth. The focus gained through solitude fuels creativity and problem solving. When you are alone, your mind has the freedom to wander, explore, and think deeply. Many breakthroughs and innovative ideas emerge in moments of quiet concentration. Without the interruptions of the outside world, you can connect dots that might otherwise remain unrelated. This kind of deep focus is where inspiration is born and where you can bring your most ambitious ideas to life. The power of focus also builds confidence. When you walk alone and direct your attention to your goals, you begin to see tangible results. Each small accomplishment reinforces your belief in your abilities, motivating you to keep moving forward. This cycle of focus, action, and achievement creates momentum that can carry you toward even greater success. The power of focus lies in its ability to help you move from intention to action, from ideas to results. Walking alone amplifies this power by eliminating distractions and allowing you to channel your energy fully into your vision. It is in these moments of concentrated effort that true progress is made, proving that focus is not just a tool, but a superpower for those brave enough to harness it. The legacy of pioneers is a testament to the extraordinary power of walking alone. Every great advancement in history, every groundbreaking idea, and every revolutionary movement was initiated by someone bold enough to step away from the familiar and venture into uncharted territory. These pioneers were not afraid to challenge conventions, question norms, and endure solitude for the sake of a vision that was greater than themselves. Their legacies remind us that walking alone is not just about personal achievement, it is about leaving a lasting impact that inspires generations to come. Pioneers are often those who see the world not as it is, but as it could be. They dare to imagine new possibilities and pursue paths that others deem impossible or impractical. This vision sets them apart, and walking alone becomes a necessity rather than a choice. The crowd, bound by fear or complacency, often cannot comprehend the magnitude of a pioneer's dreams. Yet, pioneers embrace this solitude, knowing that their commitment to their vision will ultimately lead to something transformation. The path of a pioneer is rarely easy. It is fraught with challenges, opposition, and moments of doubt. Walking alone means facing these obstacles without the comfort of a support system or the reassurance of others who have gone before. It requires resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in the value of the journey. Pioneers endure criticism, skepticism, and even ridicule, but they remain steadfast, understanding that the road less traveled is the only one that leads to innovation and progress. The legacy of pioneers is built on their willingness to sacrifice immediate comfort for the sake of long-term impact. They understand that true change does not happen overnight, and that the seeds they plant may take years, even decades, to bear fruit. Despite this, they persist, driven by a purpose that transcends their personal interests. This selflessness is what sets pioneers apart and ensures that their contributions resonate far beyond their own lifetimes. Walking alone also requires a deep sense of responsibility. Pioneers recognize that their actions set a precedent for others to follow. By choosing to forge a new path, they become role models, showing others that it is possible to step out of the crowd and create something meaningful. Their courage inspires others to embrace their own individuality and pursue their dreams, creating a ripple effect that transforms not just individuals, but entire communities, industries, and societies. The legacy of pioneers reminds us that greatness is not achieved by following the crowd, but by challenging it. Walking alone is an act of leadership, a declaration that you are willing to stand apart for the sake of something greater. It is a journey that requires sacrifice, resilience, and vision, but the rewards are immeasurable. Pioneers leave behind more than just achievements. They leave a blueprint for others to rise, innovate, and lead in their own right. The legacy of pioneers proves that walking alone is not an act of isolation, but one of contribution. It is a journey of courage and conviction, one that shapes the world and paves the way for future generations to dream bigger, aim higher, and believe that they too can change the world. Walking alone is not just an act of physical solitude. It is a transformative journey that reshapes your character, strengthens your resolve, and aligns you with your true purpose. It is through the courage to step away from the crowd and embrace your individuality that you discover your greatest potential. Solitude becomes a space for growth, reflection, and clarity, allowing you to focus on what truly matters and break free from the distractions of the world. This journey, though challenging, equips you with the resilience and self-reliance needed to face life's uncertainties. It fosters creativity, sharpens focus, and unlocks the power to pioneer new paths that leave a lasting impact. Walking alone is not a rejection of others, but a commitment to authenticity and purpose. A declaration that you are willing to pursue your vision, even if it means standing apart. The legacy of those who dare to walk alone is a reminder that every step you take, no matter how solitary, has the potential to inspire, lead, and transform. So, embrace the silence, trust the process, and remember that the path less traveled is often the one that leads to greatness. By walking alone, you prepare yourself not only to make a difference in your own life, but to leave a mark on the world that will endure for generations.